everyone, JulioToyReviews here, and this is a review of the Power Rangers movie Legacy figures. So as you may know, the Legacy line for Power Rangers has been going on for a while now, with teams such as Mighty Morphin, Ninja Storm, and In Space. However, because of the release of the upcoming Power Rangers movie, Bandai decided to release Legacy 6.5-inch figures of the movie Rangers. In this way, we have the red, blue, black, yellow, and pink Rangers along with Alpha 5. And each one of them comes with a piece in order to build the movie Megazord. So, let's get on with this review. So, over here are the Legacy movie figures, and from left to right you have yellow, black, red, blue, and pink. As I said when these suits first came out, I really liked the designs, and I still like them. I like how they incorporated the whole alien aspect to the suits, and it just looks great. And if you look at the figures over here, and let me pull out red now, considering that we're gonna have to go over him, you can see that the details are really well done. You can see all the blue, which is the morphing grade energy, the morpher, all the silver over here, the main colors. It's all great, and even some of the outlines on the helmet, they're all amazing. So over here you have the Red Ranger. For the arms, you could twist them 360, double jointed elbows, stretch them out. For the legs, double joint knees, you could put them in kicking position, have them go back. You have the ab crunch, 360 articulation, you could turn the head from side to side, and you could nod the head up and down. And hold on, the sword just fell out. And you can see that the Red Ranger comes with the Power Sword from the movie. Now unfortunately, the other Rangers do not come with any accessories besides their Megazord piece because of the fact that they don't have any weapons in the movie, since Jason is the only one that gets a weapon. But still, it doesn't really bother me too much that they forgot the other weapons for the movie. They're probably going to save them for the sequel when they fight the Green Ranger. So now let's go over the Blue Ranger, the true star of the film, Billy. I swear, if you watch the movie, his character is amazing. And this has already been put out there, Billy is actually autistic, and as someone who's on the spectrum, I'm glad to finally see a Ranger who's on the spectrum. So over here you can see Billy. You can see his Triceratops helmet, which I really like. All the blue over here for the morphing grid, the silver is blue color, and he has the same articulation as Jason. Let me put him back. Over here we have Zach. He looks pretty good with the black. And something that I noticed, the helmet over here is actually painted black, when in the movie it's more of a grayish color in order to differentiate from the visor. You can see Zach over there, if my camera even wants to, there we go. And he looks really nice. And now to get on to the females, we have Kimberly over here, who, by the way, fun fact, her actress, Naomi Scott, was actually in the Disney Channel movie Lemonade Mouth. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was about this band and their trademark was lemonade. I haven't watched the movie in a while, but it was okay from the last time I watched it. But over here you can see the Pink Ranger, if she can stop falling because her legs are so skinny. She has the same articulation as the guys, except not double jointed elbows over here. But she does have double jointed knees, ab crunch, the hip movement, and the head. And let me put this back. Look at that, they keep on falling. Sorry guys. Billy and Kimberly. Let me just straighten her out. Yeah, one of the problems I have with these figures is the fact that sometimes they're not that stable. For the most part they're stable, but sometimes it's really frustrating when they keep falling. Especially if you're trying to display them like how I do. Wait a minute. Alright, there we go. And finally, out of the 5 Rangers, we have Trini, the Yellow Ranger. Which, by the way, shout out to my multimedia teacher because Trini is her favorite of the 5. And she has the same articulation as Kimberly, as you can see over here, and all of these same details. And yeah, so that's basically it for the Core 5 Rangers. So now let's take a look at Alpha 5. So over here is Alpha 5. As you may know, in the movie, Alpha 5 is actually played by the same guy who did the voice for BB-8 and for Fear and Inside Out, Bill Hader. And he's also an SNL veteran. So over here you can see Alpha 5, and as I said, at first I thought his looks were weird, but considering that now I've seen the movie, it actually makes a lot of sense. And I like the whole alien aspect that they mixed in with Alpha 5, considering the whole like alien theme of the movie. So over here you can see Alpha 5. You have his head over here, which can go all the way. You can nod it up and down. His really long arms, which you could twist all around. Elbows, hands, and his feet, which the knees can go back, and they can actually go forward surprisingly. I didn't expect that. And his feet can go 360. But I can't really say anything because it'll spoil stuff for the movie, but you could probably check out my review of the movie whenever that comes out. But let's just say Alpha's design really makes sense. So now that we got all 6 figures out of the way, let's take a look at the Build a Megazord figure that these guys form, the movie Megazord. So over here is the movie Megazord, and as you can see from the back of the box, you can see which piece comes with which Ranger. And it looks really nice. I really like the Megazord in the film, and I like it in action figure form. Heck, I think I like this better than the interactive Megazord in terms of details. And you can see over here that he has elbows, but they're not double jointed. His knees are not double jointed. And his head can twist, but not all the way. His arms can actually expand. And it's just amazing. Like, all of this detail looks really nice. And I like the Megazord's slim look. And you could get him into a bunch of cool positions, like, for example, a fighting stance. Or even better, him blasting off, just like how it was demonstrated with the interactive Megazord toy. Oh yeah, and under the feet they actually have the detail for the rockets. And let's just put him back. And that's basically it for the Power Rangers Legacy movie figures. So overall, the Legacy movie figures are a great addition to the Power Rangers movie merchandise, and I would recommend them if you're a fan of Power Rangers or if you're excited for the movie. As I said a bunch of times before, these movie suits are amazing, and now that I just recently watched the movie, I enjoyed seeing them in action, and I'm glad that I could have figures that perfectly represent these suits in both detail and articulation. And if you collect the Legacy line, this is a nice addition, even though it's not an official wave. But my only problem would have to be the inclusion of Alpha. Yeah, the problem is, I don't hate his figure, but I just found it kind of pointless, really. Like, I think the 5 Rangers would have been enough, but the inclusion of Alpha, and not to mention that you have to get him because of the fact that it includes the chest piece for the Megazord. But overall, these figures are just amazing. And I would really recommend picking them up. Especially the Build-A-Figure for the Megazord. My god, that looks spectacular. But yeah, that's basically it for the Power Rangers movie Legacy figures. So what do you guys think? Leave your comments below. Until next time, I'm JulioToyReviews, and I'm signing off. Thanks for watching everyone, and may the power protect you.